Hey everybody, I'm Pastor Nick McRae and you're watching Helpful Hebrew, where we learn a new Hebrew word every day. Over the past couple of weeks, we learned the first two verses of the Hebrew Bible, Genesis verses 1 and 2. And today we're going to jump ahead a little bit to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6. And we're going to learn what is probably one of the most important pieces of scripture for Jews and Christians alike. And in English, those verses read like this. Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord alone. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your might. Keep these words that I'm commanding you today in your heart. These words have been important to Jewish people for thousands of years. And in fact, observant Jews today will take a little scroll with these words written on them and place them in a little box on their doorpost. And also, when they pray, they'll wear them on their head. And for Christians, we can remember that Jesus taught these exact words when he was asked, Jesus, what is the greatest commandment? And he said, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your strength. This is the first and greatest commandment. You can see that in Matthew chapter 22 and other places as well in the Gospels. So this verse is often called the Shema. It's sort of the title for it. And that's because the first word of the verse in Hebrew is Shema, which is our word for today. Shema means hear or listen. And as you heard me read earlier, it says, hear, O Israel, are the first words. So it means hear, like, just to hear something with your ears, but it actually maybe means something a little more than that often. You'll often see that it is used in a context where the people are being asked to hear, but also to obey. So for instance, if you were to look in the book of Exodus chapter 24, for instance, in verse 7, you'll see that Moses is reading out the book of the law to the people of Israel. He's just received the law and he's reading it out to them. And they say to him, all these words that you have said to us, we will do them and we will be obedient. Now, if you look in the Hebrew, that word that's translated as be obedient is actually Shema. We will hear them. So the implication is that when you hear, you obey. And so, we say Shema could mean to hear and then obey. Well, join us again tomorrow as we learn another Hebrew word.